Hello everyone, thank you very much for your time. Just let me few seconds. I just need to implement some parameters, and we can start. So I need to be sure that you can see the right screen, and sometime I need to switch to another one. So yes, no. Just let me a few seconds. For the moment, we've got some 1 or 2 minutes because we need to wait the other person to come because we've got some inscriptions for today. Now, please. Okay, yes, we've got just 1 minute before to start. So I just need to So, okay, I think we are good. Okay, thank you very much for your time and thank you to participate with me to this webinar. My name is Vincent and I am your Sirfull welding representative. And with me today, I am thrilled to have my colleague Matthew with me, but you cannot see him right now because we are keeping our distance in the room because of the COVID-19. So it's better like that, and he's going to help me to answer all your questions. Speaking of questions, you can send your questions right to me right now whenever you want during the presentation. I don't exactly how it works from the side, but you've got a box, a text box, where you can send your questions, because this is the rules for this webinar. Please turn off your microphones, but you can put all the questions in the box from the side, and it works really well. Another disclaimer: this webinar is not a training course, because Sirfull is not a welding training company. So because we only provide a software that help you to manage all your welding quality documentation, but we cannot help you to deal with welding expertise or other kind of certifications for PQR, etc. So this is just a disclaimer, but today, right now, we are going to learn how you can deal with your welding preparation with Sirfull welding and how we can help you to improve this part with some automations and really nice features. So let's go for the introduction of this presentation. But just one other thing. Can you tell me if you are hearing what I'm saying? Is the sounds good from your side? And for that, just let me just one in the chat box like this. Yes, I can see that someone just enter the number 1 in the box, so she's letting me know that the sounds is perfectly good. Yes, I can see that you are, yes, perfect. Thank you very much for your participation. Okay, so let's go for the introduction. Okay, we are good. So the framework of this webinar is the boilermaking sector, and I wanted to put the spotlight on this sector because we've got some clients in these fields, and especially all across some industries like energy, nuclear, transportation, how to say that, steel company, etc. And ball making is one kind of sector that keep it together, or this kind of industry. That's why we are going to deal with welding joints, welding assemblies, etc. But as you can see on the slides, this is one of many other specialties you will find in ball making. Speaking of weld or across the ball making industry, weld in ball making industry is a kind of we will use several application or specificities, like you need a plan, a technical specification of what you are going to build. You need welding procedure specification. You need pre-welding techniques for all the cutting, assembling, and chamfering, pointing, etc. You need thermic analysis and weld control. And all of this is the welding preparation of your next assembly. And this is what you can do with Sirfull. This is the proposal of our software. We can help you to semi-automatize your WPS writing. We can automatize your weld data book compilation or edition. So when I'm speaking about data book, I'm speaking about the welding book. Some person like to say welding book. We can say final technical documentation, and we can help you to gain autonomy and efficiency in the preparation of your welds. So I finished with the introduction, and so the duration of the webinar is approximately 45 minutes. So the first part is the introduction and the question, why digitize weld preparation? And the last part is the demonstration of the software, and especially the preparation, the welding preparation. So why digitize welding preparation? So when I speaking about welding preparation, I'm speaking about the DATABOOK. Some of you have need to provide to your clients a DATABOOK. This DATABOOK is required in many industrial sectors, and it's a kind of document where you will put together the draft and the plan, the WPS, the PQR, WPQR, and other specification of the project just before starting the fabrication. This is the drafting and validation of a welding DATABOOK before the launch of a manufacturing process. So one or more of our clients ask you that sometime. Sometimes some codes and norms ask you to do that. I'm speaking about the RCC. RCC is the code for the nuclear sector, and it provides you with some indications in order to compile this document. And there are also some standards like the EN ISO standards for the European standards, and it provides you with some guidelines in order to write your WPS. For an example, the 19609 for the WPS, or the 19644 for the PQR, but it is also the same with the American standards ASME 9. Dealing with the DATABOOK is not really convenient sometimes, or not really easy, because most of the time all the information you need to compile together is not in the same place, in one place, so you need to find a plan somewhere in the company. Sometimes you need to find the document of your welder certification. The next time you need to find, or to say that the WPS, you need to find someone to write this WPS for one or more welds of your project, and you need to put together in one document and send it to a client. Sometimes it looks like a fighter's course or a race against the clock, because you don't have of course there is a deadline for your project. Yes, this is a joke, just to tell you that sometimes I think this kind of work is almost as difficult than 10 years ago, because I know that paperwork is not the core base of ball making or welding engineer, and sometimes, and most of the time, we prefer to deal with the good side of the job, which is weld, drafting, the plan, etc., but not deal with documentation. And that's why I think this part might be, not really. There are not a lot of solutions for this kind of application, because weld traceability is far too complex to be left to Excel or non-centralized systems, because of the lack of solution for DATABOOK edition and weld preparation. Excel is the far most preferred solution by default, because of this lack of solution. So Excel is a decentralized system with no data security, no multi-user administration, no standardization of welding documentation. And this is not really what we want when we try to send quality work to our clients. So next part of this presentation, how to automate or to automatize the preparation of your weld. It could be more easy what you think, because with Sirfull welding you can do a lot of things like generate welding specification and technical documentation automatically. I'm speaking about the welding data book. This is a system for writing WPS conforming to the thickness range of your PQR. The purpose of this specific feature is to help you to draft a full and complete WPS from scratch using a PQR as a reference. So you don't have to deal anymore with the drafting of the WPS from scratch. So it's a lot of time saving. And after that, the system is really useful to centralize all the qualification. So the qualification of your company, PQR, and the qualifications of your welders, so the WPQR. So it's really easy to identify the PQR for one or more projects, and it's really useful to compile of all this kind of documentation in one together and save a lot of time. So I'm going to switch my screen, and this is the time for the presentation, for the live demonstration. So just let me a few seconds. Okay. Normally, you are seeing the home page of the software Sirfull welding, and as you can see, the software right at the beginning provide you with the 4 main important informations you need in order to organize and monitor your welding activity. You can see, oh, sorry, the software is in French, so I just need to switch the language. But as you can see, the software is available in French, but also in English. So it's really easy to switch to one another language, just like that. So, okay, let's start the demonstration in English. So on the left of the screen, you can see all your welding projects in one table. You can see the current cases, the completed cases, and validated cases, or the cases you need to validate. You also have all your qualification of your company just here in the table, and it's really easy to filter in ASME and EN ISO just like that, just in one click. The same with the WPQR and WPQO, and there is a red alert that gives you the information that I've got 3 welders that need an extension of their qualifications. And this is all WPS I've got in my company. So, okay, this is the 4 main informations I need in order to organize my welding activity. But I also got more features in the menu of the software. For example, I've got my module certificates here. I got all my qualifications there. all the names I need in order to organize my company, like the names of my welders, of my technical director, etc. All the company I'm dealing with, like third body certifications, company, clients, providers, etc. and other features I don't have the time to explain you right now. So let's go for weld preparation. For that, I need one welding case. So I'm taking the first one. So what you are seeing right now is the sub-menu of one of my welding case. And I already got some information about the manufacturer of this case, the case manager, but also the customer. And for one case, I can put more than one equipment to build and follow. For example, I've got two equipments just here, and I'm taking the second one. Right now, we are in the sub-menu of my welding cases, and we are going to deal with this one type of equipment. So this equipment is a heat exchanger, and the fabrication part of this equipment is here. So this is basically all the features needed for a fabrication monitoring. You can see we've got the plan of the equipment, all the components, WPS, PQR, WPQ, weld test, and the welding, the table of content of my data book. So really easy to deal with. Okay, I'm going to open the plan because the most important part of this presentation demonstration is in the plan. Okay, this feature is called the landmarking edition, and this is where you are going to import the plan of your equipment, and you are going also where you are going to put all the components of your equipment and the welds to create. Okay, it's okay, you can see my screen. Okay. So it's really easy to understand because you can change the views and clearly see the information you need to understand for this project. You can put a component on the plan in order to symbolize where is the component for your client or welds also. And this document will be used for the final documentation or for the welding data book in one of its chapter. So for the example, you need to concentrate your gaze on the weld number S04. This weld S04 is a BW John type with one component with the name 1C, and 1C is the bottom of the heat exchanger with this specific shade, and this shade is coming from a technical database that is provided with the software. The second component is the component named 1A, and 1A is heavy plate, and we are going to write from scratch a WPS that exactly fits the requirements of this specific assembly. For that, I've got a choice to search for a WPS I already got in my technical database, or I can write a new WPS from scratch. And for that, the software needs to find the proper WPQR that qualified my company for this kind of application. You can see on the screen that the search is taking into account all the parameters I put just before in the table: BW, the group's material of the material number 1, thickness, diameter, etc. And right now, the software will find one or more PQR that qualified my company for this kind of application. Excellent. I've got one PQR in our organization that qualified my company for this kind of application. And because of that, the software is ready to write from scratch a WPS. Okay, let's see. Okay, we can give the name. The standard reference for this PQR is EN ISO, and we know the software knows this information because of the PQR. And also remember that this application also works with ASME9. So the software is able to deal with the both standards. So I need to be sure that you can see the new box on the screen. Yes, exactly. You can see that in my new box, I've got in my new window, we can see the new WPS. Okay. Excellent. So we've got a fully conformed WPS according to the standard. So because we don't have the time to dive into this document, I need to go to switch to the next part of this demonstration. But you can see that the new WPS is put here. You can see the reference name of the PQR, and also you've got the liberty to put the name of one welder just here, and the software is able to find automatically the type of WPQ you need. Welder, sorry, you need to put just right here for the weld number 4 in the preparation stage of this case, of course. Okay. As I said just before, you've got more spaces here, areas where all the information is put together. We got all the components we used just before, all the web we draw just before in the plan. You can see the web number S04 and the new WPS just here. Yes, WPS3. Yes, WPS3 is here, is next to the other ones. And you've got also the space where to implement all the weld tests you choose to implement in the fabrication part, the second part and last part of the building part, so building part of your equipment case. And now we've got a summary where you can implement a table of content for your welding data book. And right out of that, you will be able to export a PDF that that summarize all your activities during the preparation phase of your equipment building. But right now I can see that my table of content is in French, but it's a good exercise for you in order to see that it's really easy to implement a new table of content. You can put all the names you want. It's really easy to implement. So the Annex 2 is the drawing. You can. This is a really. It's just a drag and drop tool, and you implement here all the reports you need to see in one to a chapter, and you generate a new version of the document. So this is the demonstration of today. Welding data book. And you can edit. You can put the name of the editor of this software. And for that, I just need to find the name in my contacts lookup view. Save. And let's go. So we need to wait some seconds, and I would like to give you just a quick overview of what we did together just right now. It's really fast today. The the data book is already finished. You just have to click on download, and the document is ready in your in the download file of your web browser. And of course, all the previous PDF of the project are stored in the PDF documentation versions part of the software just here. So let's go with the document. Okay, all the document is ready, and as you can see, the document is used a template, a default template provided by Sirfull, so you don't have to deal with that anymore. So it's over to deal with Word or Excel, in-house templates, very annoying stuff. But right now you can see that the name of the case is already put on the front page, the logo of your customer, the table of contents you built just before in the software, and the same for the versions. The WELD table or WELD tracking table. So this is basically what we saw together just when we were dealing with the planned features, the landmarking features. And we can see that the WPS number 3 just displayed on the well number SD04 in this pre-build table. The WPS summary of the project is displayed here, and the same with the proper WPS with your logo. It's a conform document, very fully compliant. In the next chapter, we've got the PQR of the project, so just one for this project. And this is the official scan. Okay, yes, it's okay. You can, yes, it's okay. You can see the PDF. So my bad. So this is the scan of your PQR coming from the software. So you can see that the documentation is centralized in one point and not into a paper-based folder. And the next part is, yes, the WPQR. So we've got three welders that are prepared for this project. They don't already weld the equipment, but this is just for the preparation of the project. And for that, the software provides you with all the scan, the official scan of the WPQR. And this is the last part. This is the plan with the mark. This is the placement of the weld and placement of the component. You can see the placement of the bottom A1 just here. And you can put more than one plan in one document. Okay. That's all for the demonstration, because this is just a very specific demonstration focused on the preparation part of the weld assembly. So I go back to my PowerPoint, and just let me a few seconds. Okay. So this is the more commercial part of this presentation, but don't worry, I will take the time to answer your questions. And I can see, yes, feel free to send me some questions in the box that you can see from your side. I don't know if I know this morning we've got a lot of questions during the webinar, so you just feel free to put by text your question in the box, and I will answer for everyone. It's very, very, very convenient and useful. So the software is available in a basic and premium version. So the basic mode is just what we saw together just before. This is all the features needed for the PQR, WPQ, WPS management, the welding data book generation, and the case preparation. The premium version of the software is all the features needed for the welding management and NDT management and the generation of the end of fabrication dossier. So I propose you, like, as a call to action, if you are interested to know more about the software, you can contact me directly by phone or email, or participate in the video demonstration. So you can book. That's why you can book on the the website a demonstration with me. So you will be able to ask all your questions live and see all the insights and details you need to see in the software with me. So it's really quick and very convenient for you to understand if the software is okay, right for you, right for your activity. So I can see that we've got we are in the time of the presentation. The presentation was the duration, sorry, was 45 minutes. But if it's okay for you, we can stay together, and I will answer all your questions. Sorry. So for the moment, I don't have questions in the box, but feel free to ask me something. Yes, I forgot. You can download the presentation just in the document section from your side. You can download the brochure of the software and the PDF support I'm using for this presentation. So feel free to download it. So I can give you some other insights about the software. The software is also able in German, but also in Italian. This is the new implementation, recent improvement of the software. So I'm really glad to give you the information right now. The software is a cloud software available right in your web browser. You just need a link, a login, and a password in order to use the software. So it's really easy to implement. You don't need a lot of preparation or training in order to use the software. Just 1 day or 2 is required, and it's included in the subscription of the software, because the subscription is provided with a subscription. So the training session is enough for you in order to implement the software in your company. So we don't need a lot of implementation efforts and energy. Concerning the importation of all your historical data, or you PQR WPS into the software, this is a part that is not so difficult to take into account, because the training session we provide you with the software will help you to understand and take in hand all the techniques that the software gives you to import your historical data. It's not really complicated when you see it in real life. So feel free, if you want to know more about the solution, feel free to book demonstration with me. After that, I also got the possibility to send you a trial version of the software. So you will use for 1 or 2 months the software at home. So it's really convenient for you in order to discover in more detail the solution. If you don't have more questions, I've got just one more insight for you. The software is implemented in more than 70 companies all across Europe, but also in the Gulf, in the Middle East. We cover all the industry sectors where you can find weld, but not in automobile. We don't have clients in this kind of sector, but nuclear energy, transportation. We also got weightlifting machinery, so we can cover all kind of application for weld preparation. So if you don't have more questions, so I will let you with this presentation. You can download the document in the download section of this webinar. We will send you the video, the video record of this presentation, this webinar, by email. And feel free to reach me by email or phone, or book demonstration with me. I will be happy to provide you with more information. So see you the next time, I hope, and see you soon. Bye bye.